Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, word to my brethren all around the world watching this video. Hope you're having a great day today. Do yourself a damn favor, hit the subscribe button. Surely you won't be disappointed. Let's talk about the heavyweight division. Interesting stuff, man. I know at some point, like before Friday at least, I'm going to have to move on and talk about this week's upcoming fight because I know we got Lomachenko-Pedraza on Saturday, and we got Kell Brook and Michael Zarafa as well. So, lots of stuff to talk about. But, with the great heavyweight fight we saw on Saturday and now all of stuff that's been happening after that, there's a lot to address, there's a lot to talk about. So we're going to talk about it. Interesting stuff. So last night actually, Anthony Joshua took to Twitter because I guess he caught wind that recently Shelly Finkel, Deontay Wilder's one of his managers, basically said that they're now interested in discussing the Anthony Joshua fight, right? And as guys know, I covered that fight. I covered that whole saga back earlier in the year, and the big problem was that between the two teams was that Finkel did not want to meet with Eddie Hearn under any circumstances, and they just kept saying, "Oh, well, you got to accept the offer before we meet," and all that stuff. That's what was said, as reported, and that was it. So now they're actually, from the reports we're gathering, Eddie Hearn actually flew out to L.A. and he's meeting face-to-face with the Wilder camp, and you would assume that's Finkel as well. Finkel said that they're interested in discussing the fight. So Anthony Joshua got wind of these reports. He actually responded to a Sky Sports post, and here's what he said in regards to the Wilder fight. He said, I quote, "What took this fool so long? Like we ain't been interested. Anyway, well done to Tyson Fury. They wanted to get you because they assumed you were finished. I'll give you a fair one when you're ready. Either one of you." End quote. So Anthony Joshua just pretty much coming out saying, like, look, Wilder, we've been wanting to fight. I'll fight you. And Fury, when you're ready, you can come get some too. So Anthony Joshua, a man that's not as loquacious or talkative as Wilder or Fury, but definitely a man of action. I think if we look at his career, we can say he's done a lot in a very short amount of time, unifying the division in 22 fights, beating a whole host of top heavyweight champs and contenders, from the Joseph Parkers to the Klitschko's, Dillian Whites, Povetkins, Carlos Takam. The guy has done quite a lot in his boxing career, and there's a lot of people out there, and that's the interesting thing about the heavyweight division right now, with Fury now being back in the mix, because for a while it was, Wilder and Joshua and everyone else. You had your Whites, your big babies, but really it was Wilder and Joshua at the top, and there was everyone else. Now that Fury's back, and he's still that lineal champion, and a lot of people feel he beat Wilder, and then you got people like myself, a lot of people like myself in the world who always felt he was the best heavyweight. It's kind of muddied the waters, and now we don't really know. We really don't know who the best heavyweight in the world is, and Anthony Joshua, just from what I'm seeing, because this wasn't the only thing that happened yesterday with him. He actually was interacting with fans on Instagram yesterday, and he was pretty much letting people know, like, hey, look, this is a great fight, and you guys have every right to enjoy it, but y'all better remember who the hell I am and what I've done. And basically, yeah, like I'll leave it for you guys in the description so you can see it for yourself. But Anthony Joshua was on Instagram yesterday in his comments. I don't know for what post, but I just have the screenshots here on Michael Benson's Twitter. He basically said, I am the unified heavyweight champ. I've unified the belts twice. Just need to get my hands on one more belt to become undisputed. All in only 5 years. Anyway, how's everyone doing in general? And then he's liking comments from people saying that Wilder's team have messed themselves up. They're desperate for money. They're desperate for the Joshua fight. And I'll leave that for you in the comments. So he's really, it seems like Anthony Joshua, he's sitting back patiently, and he's just kind of like pissed off for greatness, man, because everybody's talking about Wilder and Fury, as they should, because it was such a great fight. I honestly don't even want to talk about anything else in boxing because it was such a great fight. It delivered on so many fronts, and I'm pissed off the result, but I'm not gonna lie here. I'm gonna want to see it again whenever they announce it. I'm gonna want to see it again. So, Anthony Joshua, man, he's got some work to do because he's got a fight happening on April the 13th at Wembley Stadium. That date's been secured for a long time now. I highly doubt that they're gonna fight Deontay Wilder, coming off of Wilder having to fight Fury. So I personally, for me, I think they're gonna go. This is how I think it's gonna play. I think the Team Wilder is going to go the Dominic Brazil route, make a mandatory defense, he'll beat Brazil, and then he'll probably fight Fury later on, probably like the summer, fall of 2019, something like that. That's what I think is going to happen. But it leaves Joshua in an interesting place because if Wilder's team really wanted to, they could delay the Joshua fight if they wanted to. They really could, but I know they want that payday. I know Wilder has talked about being undisputed for so long, so they're negotiating the fight. And Anthony Joshua, he's been a man of very little words over the years, but a lot of action. Won the world. He won the British world title in 2015. Won his first world title. I think I'm gonna say either early 2016 or late 2015, and then he unified the division. Or no, he won the one against Martin in 2015 or 16. Then he beat Klitschko in 2017, which was his signature fight. Then he unified the division this year. So next year he's saying he's going for undisputed. The man is pissed off of greatness, and I think Anthony Joshua has a very legitimate claim to being the best heavyweight in the world. A lot of people think he's the best heavyweight in the world. A lot of people think he still beat Wilder and Fury. I don't think he's beating Fury. I think Fury's the best heavyweight in the world. I've always felt that way. So it's just a very interesting place in heavyweight boxing history because now we have three. I would definitely say we have three real special heavyweights, and then you have some really other good heavyweights like Luis Ortiz, Dillian White, regardless of what you may think about him, Jarrell Miller is making his way up the ranks as well. So you would expect him to get a big fight at some point as well. So it's just a great time, man. It really is a great time. They were saying like Anthony Joshua for April the 13th might be going the Alexander Usyk route, and I don't want to disrespect Usyk. Usyk to me is the best fighter in boxing, arguably the best fighter in boxing right now, and he has a legitimate chance against Joshua, but with no tune-ups or anything, to get settled into heavyweight, it's going to be a tough ask for him to go in there and just fight Anthony Joshua straight away. So they're saying that he might go that route. He might fight the winner of Dillian White Chisora, which many expect to be Dillian White. So maybe a Dillian White rematch. I don't know. But regardless, unless he's fighting one of those top two guys, yeah, he might sell his 80,000 tickets. And he's going to still be the cash cow of British boxing until he loses, or until until he loses, he'll be the cash cow of British boxing. But quite frankly, right now the talk of the heavyweight division is Fury Wilder, no doubt about it. People want to see it again. I mean, it was such a big fight that you go on like YouTube. Like I was just on YouTube watching videos. You go on YouTube and you got ESPN, Max Kellerman, Stephen A. talking about it every freaking day. You got Fox, which is expected because Fox has a PBC deal, so they got Wilder doing interviews left and right with Colin Cowherd and all these guys. So the fight, is the fight was it was a success, and I'm happy about it because I'll do a video on it later. But apparently they did north of supposedly 320,000 pay-per-view buys, and they wound up selling 17,000 tickets. So I would say the event was a success. Well, good for them, man. They started off a little slow. I know they got a big boost later on because a lot of the British and Irish fans traveled. But regardless, it was still a success here in America, and that's good for boxing in America. So I can get behind that. With that being said, though, I don't want to get too off topic. Anthony Joshua just pretty much saying like, look, Wilder, I've always wanted to smoke with you. I've been wanting to fight you. What the hell took you so long? Sign a damn contract. So I mean, I have my doubts. I don't think they're going to sign the contract. I don't think the fight's happening like April the 13th. But it's a fight that a lot of people still want to see. Personally, at this point, I'd rather see Fury fight Joshua because to me, that's a more exciting fight. I think Fury's going to school Wilder even worse when they fight the second time. And yeah, man. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Anthony Joshua just calling out Deontay Wilder, letting him know that, look, what the hell took y'all so long? And funny thing too is he didn't just talk to Wilder. He talked to Fury too. He said, look, when you're ready and you get in your best shape, you can get it too, Fury. So Anthony Joshua, coming out, just being confident and letting people know that, hey, these two guys put on a great fight. But are you guys not forgetting that I unified the division in less than like 25 fights? Are you guys forgetting that I'm the same guy who I schooled Vec in my last fight? I beat Parker pretty easily. My fight before that, I beat Carlos Taka. But my fight before that, I beat Vladimir Klitschko. Look at my resume. I got nothing but names, top champions. So Um, you know, he has a claim. So let me know what you guys in the comments down below. Anthony Joshua pretty much just saying like Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder can both get it. He's posturing himself as if he were on the throne of the heavyweight division, saying that, look, I'm still that guy. I was that guy before. I was a guy. I was a guy before that fight. I was a guy during your fight, and I'm still the guy after your fight. And that's kind of what I took from just his tweet and his interactions on social media yesterday. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and like I say in every single video, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just keeping being it. So until next time, take care, guys.